you're thinking of moving to Barcelona. Nice, but get ready because apartment hunting here is a full-blown survival sport. Blink and that perfect flat in Gracia, gone in 60 seconds. Freelancers, rejected left and right. But here's the twist. I went from sharing a messy flat with another couple to finding a hidden gem with a home office and no agency fees. Stick around and I'll show you exactly how I did it and what I wish I knew sooner. So yeah, let's dive in. When I first moved to Barcelona, I thought finding an apartment would be easy, but guess what? I was dead wrong. My partner and I ended up in a shared flat with another couple, paid 700 euros per month for a room. Great location, it was near Plaza España, but the mess, my god. Let's just say I developed a deep appreciation for dish racks and closed doors. After 6 months, we couldn't take it anymore. We tried finding our own place, but only to be rejected 3 times, mainly because I'm a freelancer. Even though our income was solid, landlords wanted stable local jobs. Yep, they're still living in 1995. Here's the reality check. Barcelona landlords often want local employment contracts and nominas. They see freelancers as flight risk, even when the numbers make sense. Now, here comes our first lucky break. The landlord kicked out the messy couple and offered us the full flat for double the price. That's 1,400 monthly for under 50 square meters, bills and utilities included. But a year later, we scored an even better deal, a 75 square meter apartment, fully renovated kitchen, and comes with an extra room that I converted into my home office. And the rent, it's 1,200 euros per month plus utilities, which cost around 150 to 200 euros per month. So almost the same as what we were paying for in our old apartment. So how did we ever find and secure this apartment? Not gonna lie, connections matter. Our new flat wasn't even listed online, not yet anyway. My partner has a friend who works in a real estate agency and advised us that an apartment will be listed soon and gave us the opportunity to view it first. And after viewing, we said yes immediately out of fear of losing the apartment. But we really liked the apartment. Oh, and we had better chances of getting the apartment because I took a local job on purpose to improve our chances. With 2 payslips, the landlord didn't blink anymore. Now let's talk contracts. If you're going through an agency, standard long-term rentals here are technically for 5 years. But, and this is important, you only have to complete 1 year. After that, you can leave with 30 days notice. Another thing, your rent should be no more than 30% of your income. Otherwise, your chances of getting the apartment are slim to none. Top tips, let's run through them quickly. First, act fast. Good apartments disappear within 24 to 48 hours. Next, use multiple platforms. Check Idealista, Spot a Home, Facebook groups, etc. daily. Next, have your paperwork ready. A photocopy of your TA or residency card, your work contract, payslips, bank statements, etc. Next, watch out for scams. Never ever pay for anything before seeing an apartment in person and signing a contract. And don't trust if the apartment listing is too good to be true. Next, time your search strategically. Autumn or winter has less competition. Avoid summer if possible because that's when prices skyrocket and competition is at its peak. Sixth, ask smart and important questions like internet speed, heating, and if it's possible to register the home address for your padron. Also, check if there's an elevator in the building because it would matter a lot once you're carrying a cart full of groceries up 3 flights of stairs. Next, neighborhood vibe matters. As much as possible, explore different neighborhoods. Each has its own personality and price point. The most popular neighborhoods like Eixample, Gracia, and Elborn are insanely competitive and could be pricey. But areas like Poblenou, Sants, and San Andrew can offer better value while still being well connected. And if you don't mind living outside Barcelona city center and money is not an issue, Sarria San Gervasi could be a good option for you. It's quiet, upscale, and residential. One neighborhood I would avoid is El Raval because it's not particularly safe and secure in my opinion. Next, Read the contract carefully, even if it's not in your language, and document everything before moving in. Normally, you will have 2 weeks to take note of whatever dent or scratches that you might see, and take pictures, lots of them. Next, budget for all costs. Expect 1 to 2 months deposit plus first month's rent upfront. And here's my bonus tip that saved us thousands. In 2023, Spain passed a law requiring landlords to pay agency fees and not tenants. Before that, it was the tenants who paid for agency fees. So make sure you're not being charged illegally. Now let's talk about renting directly from the landlord versus agency. What's the difference anyway? Well, each has its own pros and cons. With renting directly from a landlord, the pro is having more flexibility with terms and move-in dates. As for the cons, there could be potential language barrier because many only speak either Spanish or Catalan. Then there's less legal protection if issues arise because landlords don't normally use standard contracts like what agencies use. Inconsistent standards, some are great, others not so much. Contract is normally on a yearly basis and not 5 years. Annual rent increases are often significantly higher than what's legally allowed. While the maximum permitted increase is just 3% annually, many landlords exploit tenants by raising rents 7 to 10%. This happened to us in our previous apartment. Our landlord increased the rent from 1,400 to 1,500 euros per month in the second year. That's a 7% jump. For such a small space, it felt like a complete ripoff, and that's when we knew that it was time to move. With renting through an agency, the pros, professional process with proper contracts, meaning tenants have more protection. There's better maintenance and support. Often easier for foreigners and expats. Annual rent increases are capped, meaning Spanish law limits annual rent increases to a maximum of 3%, and this cap applies to new contracts and renewals. As for the con, there's less flexibility with requirements, which I think is a no-brainer. Barcelona's rental scene is tough, but with the right strategy, you can find a place that feels like home. I hope my story helps you dodge the worst of the chaos and land something great. And that's it. If you have questions or want to share your own apartment hunting saga, drop it in the comments below. And hey, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. And hit that bell for more real-life expat tips from Barcelona. Hasta luego!